Hey, Fuzzy Goat family, Melissa here on this Tuesday in Thomasville, Georgia, and I'm gonna catch up on some of my projects. But I first wanted to talk about this lovely yarn here. It's a DK weight, so I'm gonna show you what I'm using that for in just a second. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I had a great weekend. I got to watch a lot of tennis, which I love, and I got to knit a lot. So it was a great weekend. And then I got to play a little tennis, so that was nice too. And my hair, I realized, is a little wonky today because, anyway, I didn't have my correct brush when I took my shower. Anyhow, okay, so I am wearing, first of all, it's the sweater is called SSA, and I'll put a link up. You can make it out of a fingering weight or sport weight. I've made it out of Madeline Tosh Sport Pashmina. I'm going to stand up so you can see. I've worn it before. Oh, you can see I was wearing it when I was somewhere when I couldn't, and I have a drop stitch there. So we're just going to tuck that in right there. But the side, I really like how that did that. It looks like it gets wider, but it doesn't. The back is a little bit longer. It was really fun to do, and it's really fun to wear too. But you can also, like I said, do it in fingering. It's the same pattern. So check it out. SSA. Sorry, I'm moving the light a little bit. So this is the DK that we've got in. Well, some of the DK we have. I am starting a class on this Pacific Grove, not groove, Grove. I was going to say that wrong. Top. And check out that little basket weave on top. So it is a blue sky pattern. Like I said, it's DK. We got in some of their colors, and I just want to show you. This is Skyland. It has 210 yards in it. We have these colors right here, as well as this color right here. This is so lovely. It has wool. It has fine Highland wool. It has 30% baby alpaca and 30% silk. Sorry, I was going to say 10%. So it's really, really soft. And I'm going to show you because I did my gauge swatch. Yep, did my gauge swatch. I'm going to show you how the definition is really nice on this yarn. So this is what is used for that pattern. I'll show you again, the Pacific Grove top. If you're interested in kind of following along with us, I think our class starts at the beginning of October. So let me show you these colors. We've got this gray, which we're calling Moonscape, which I think the sample is made out of. We have this blue, which is Meridian. And we have this just off-white, which is kind of classic. And it's called Cumulus. And we got this green, Cornet. And I'm excited about this sweater because, of course, I'm making it out of this color for one reason. That's why I'm excited. This is Red Sky. But for some reason, it just makes me think of the holidays, the basket weave. And I may even make these a little bit longer. They look pretty long. I mean, as far as short sleeves, it's about the same as this one. But I might make them just a little bit longer. We'll see where I end up with that. But I did my gauge swatch. Let me just show you that while I'm on it. Or I did part of my gauge swatch. It's I did it in the round because the sweater is done in the round. But I don't know if you can tell, but it's got really nice stitch definition. I actually did get gauge on the 6. I think it's on a 6 and the ribbing is done on a 4. Did I block it? No, I have not blocked it yet. If I will, I don't know. But anyway, this is so far what I have for my gauge swatch. Very nice. And then we also have this Manos DK that we got in that has a kind of a different twist on it. And sounds kind of punny, but it literally has a different twist on it. You can see. So I think that would be really pretty as well, giving it some crispness to the stitch. This we are calling, this is called Sammy. This color is Jade. Wouldn't that be pretty? We have this one is Bing Cherry, which very lovely. We have this color. I wish I could wear this color. This is called Turmeric. A little fuzzy on it. We have this pink Juanita. Oh, and the yards on this, I was just going to show you or tell you they have more. These have 273 yards on them, so you wouldn't need as many skeins if you are interested in doing this sweater. And this is spirulin. Butchering that one up. That's pretty. So those are just some options. We have other DK as well. You can check it out on our website, fuzzygoatyarns.com. All right. Okay, so sorry, I saw somebody's note there. That got me sidetracked. All right, so let's talk about my projects. The first one, okay, here it is. I'm ready to finish this Pasadena pullover. I mean, in a good way. Like, I really want to finish it. I think it will be nice for the fall. This is the back. I've finished the chart for the front, and I started doing my shaping on the shoulders, but I thought I should get the back done. So I'm almost done with the back chart. You can see right here, I just have the knots, which is this part. So I have maybe, I could tell you. Let's see. Let's take a look-see here. I have to get from row 13 to 22. So 7-8 more rows. I kind of stopped because it's the knot that I have to do, and the knot just takes a little more time. So I thought, okay, that's a good place to stop. When I sit down, I can do those again. So that's my back Pasadena pullover, using the Blue Sky organic cotton sport weight, and we have some of those, some quantities in the sweater colors in the sweater quantity. That's what I'm trying to say. So Pasadena pullover. All right, let's go down my little list here. The Shona. Yeah, Elaine was in this weekend. She's also making the Shona, and I had her, she wasn't done with it, but she showed it to me, and I'm like, okay, that's looking like my sweater. Because sometimes, you just wonder, is it looking right? I'm using the Echo Baby, which is so squishy and soft, and I wondered if that was making the lace pattern kind of look a little different. But in fact, it does not. So I'm really excited. I've finished, I think you're supposed to do the lace repeat, which is like 10 rows, 3 times, or as many times as you want for the length. So I'm probably going to do it maybe 2 more times. It's a real easy, I say it's easy. I'm following the written instructions, because how it works is you do the same row 3 times, and then your repeat shifts, if you know what I mean. Like, so like you have to change your markers, and then you do it another 3 times, 6, 7, 8, then you shift, and then maybe another 3 times, something like that. So it's just actually easier to follow the written instructions. I was just going to look and see if I could show you. And sometimes that's just how it goes. Is that it? Oh, that's the lattice. Well, okay, maybe I'm not going to show you. So I'm thinking, like I said, I'm going to do a couple more repeats of that. And then here it is. No, that's not it either. Then you quickly just go to, you finish. I think you have like 5 rows of stockinette. And, well, I don't know what I've done with it. Sorry, guys. I know it's in here somewhere. I'm probably looking right at it. Anyway, so it's been fun. The Echo Baby is lovely to work with. I'm like determined here to find it. It's not happening. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. Yep, I must be at home. Anyhow, okay. So there we go. I am gonna make it short sleeve. That's how I'm gonna have to pick up. There's some crocheting going on. I got to decide if I'm gonna do an accent color around the neck, and then also around the sleeve, I think. So super fun. This is gonna be nice and cozy. I do need to try it on. I think it's gonna be fine. Whoops, got stuck on my microphone there. Okay. Hey Kathy, how are you doing? All right. So that was the Shona, Shona top. It's a DK. So any DK yarn would work. Like I said, I'm using Echo Baby from Issair. All right. Okay. So my fun Christmas sweater. This is so fun. So going along here, I finished. I'm not quite done with another repeat of the lights. I'm not quite. I think I have to do the bottom half. So I have another, you can see it right here. I have another row, and it looks like green is not showing up like I want it to. I've changed the way I'm doing my color work, so we'll see. I think it's fine. It's actually fine. You know, you just get so like looking just there. So anyway, so I have to do the flip side of that light, and then I think I have another increase row. 1, 2, 3. I think there's several more sections of the light going on, but anyway, so this we have kits, holiday lights, and the pattern is called Christmas in Flux. We have a lot of fun little Emma's theme packs that could work great for the lights. You just, go do the mini skein until it runs out and do another mini skein. So it would be really, that would be fun, a fun way to do the lights as well. Somebody's asking are there certain days or times y'all do the videos? Yes, in fact, I am typically on Tuesdays at 3:30. I was on last week. It was the week before. Yeah. So, I was just out of town. And then Cadence does her lives on Saturday mornings at 10. So that's when we're normally on. But you can always watch them on repeat. I would say rerun. But anyway, so holiday lights. This is so fun. So, yeah, color work, just enough to keep it interesting. It's not too difficult. And it is the pattern. She has a pattern in DK. We're doing it in fingering. I just like the pattern a little better. But she also has a sock pattern, so you could do socks to match with the little Christmas lights. Wouldn't that be fun? Anyhow, so that's holiday light. Check out our holiday lights. Check out our kits online. And then I'm also working on, I know I have a lot of projects going on, but I feel like this weekend, I wasn't overwhelmed because I got to work on everyone a little bit. I felt like I had a plan. All right, so the Agave. This is a Dando pattern. I am using her linen yarn, so you can see it here. And we do have some kits of these too. This is the linen. I think she might call this a worsted. I think it's more like a decay personally, but yeah. So this is the front. Oh, look at that. That's really cool. See with the light behind it. And I'm on the back. This is for my mom. And the back, the agaves, I guess, start a little later, and that's where I am. The pattern on that's kind of addicting too, because you only do it between these two little markers. So on this one also, I'm using the written instructions because it just seems easier, right? So you're just doing it once. So anyway, Agave. I like Dando. I like her patterns. They're pretty simple. I think I'm using an 8 or a 9. So generally she uses some pretty big needles, so it's kind of open. Okay. The pleated tops. So this one, there's somebody came in the shop, Karen. Karen is also making this. And where's this is supposed to be a light fingering. I'm using Fino, which I would say it's a light fingering. Maybe it's a fingering. So this is the wrong side. This is the back of the pleated top. And you can see where the pleat started, which was really cool. But I'll tell you what, it was kind of hard to figure out what was happening there. So I did use lots of markers because I thought that my stitches should be lining up, but the only stitch that does line up is this one right here. And then you keep shifting your markers. So for me, it was just easier, and I say this, just to put the markers in and move them every row. But I did somehow not have enough stitches. So I'm wondering, I know Cadence, I think, had this similar problem. Oh, so I just realized that my thing's open. I might have switched to a different size. So I did struggle with this a little bit. I did do a gauge swatch on this. That's how I determine what needle, of course, to use and what size. But I noticed when I went back to try to check the gauge, it's very hard because of the stitch pattern. It's kind of stretchy. It's like, how far do I hold it out? She also tells you that this grows, this pattern in here. I'm thinking I'm going to be okay. So like I said, this is the back, right? So I'm just going to go like this. Yeah, sort of thing. And then I started the front. So the front, a little tricky. I did do the smaller size, even though my stitches up here may be off by 3 or 4. It shouldn't be that much. But I did decide to do the smaller size, not the smallest size, but one size down. So this is going to be the neckline like this. I didn't get very far, but I did do the short rows on either side. This is also an interesting construction, so I'll do that. Then when the front gets as long, let me see, hold this up, as the back. And then I will go in the round. You could do it in the round or flat. I think I'm going, since it's purling and knitting, I'm not saving myself anything going in the round or flat, but I think I'm going to go in the round. I just feel like I go faster. So yeah, so this is the pleated top. And again, I was just really intrigued with the pleat and what was happening there. It is interesting. It's not, it's, I do have to follow the pattern and I have to pay attention because it's not like you think it would be, because especially when it's growing. And they had an interesting way of adding stitches so that you do stay in your repeats. That was my problem when I realized my stitch count was wrong. I couldn't just throw them in there because of the pattern. So I did try to add some, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to really. So that's why I decided to go with the smaller size to the number of stitches that it fit with. So we'll see. Stay tuned on that. The pleated top. I am using, like I said, Fino, but I also think that Sweet Georgia Flaxen would be a nice yarn for this project as well. All right. That was the pleated top. So, Cadence. Yeah. Could you toss me my Billy right there? Forgot to grab that. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Sure does. So this is a Wildflower tee, and I'm using, it's a fingering weight. I'm using Bad Sheep. So, boy, oh boy, I was watching a good tennis match last night. And I think I'm going to pull this out. But anyway, I was going along the stockinette part right here. This is the back. I'm sorry, I keep hitting that. I'm supposed to have 51 stitches. Well, I kept stopping and counting, like, right, it's 51 rows. It's not a length, although it probably is too. I think she also does that. And I kept counting, so I thought, well, I'm going to just put a marker. So I stopped in the middle of a row, which I should not have done, turned my work around, so I'm looking at the knit rows, put my marker, so I'd be like, okay, this marker indicates it was at the time 37 rows. And I'm knitting, and I'm I'm going, what is going on? There was something, you can see it right here. Something, and then I started to tink the row back, I guess, go down. And then I ended up with this, and that's when I realized, oh, I created a short row in there, like, cause I just turned my work. It's like I was purling, stopped in the middle, turned my work around, and then started knitting. So I have to decide if I'm going to go back. It is the back, and I think I can hide it and cover it up. I might have to let my hair grow, but the yarn's pretty busy. So I have to decide tonight if I'm going to pull that out or not. So now I am at, I think if I'm 45 maybe rows. So I have 6 more rows to go because it's kind of boring right now. And then the exciting stuff happens. Let me show you the pattern. The exciting stuff happens in the front. So I really want to get to that part. She's got a little kind of a lace pattern. I think there's actually some kind of a cable situation going on here. So this is up here. That's kind of cute. I think I don't have to pick up anything for the sleeves. And then just a little stockinette. I think she's got maybe some interesting ribbing down here too. This is Wildflowers by Tiff Nealon. I like her patterns. I've done a couple of them. And I know Alicia, she had been working on it. She said it was really fun. She had her sample here for the pop-up. All right, so that's Wildflower tea. And yeah, okay, so that's that. Decisions, if I need to go back or not. All right, put that there. And then I am having a lot of fun with the Caitlin Hunter Stroli. I'm using Copper Corgi Rose Billy. And again, I don't know if you can see the pattern there, but the pattern is really fun. The front and the back. Okay, let me see. Let me set this up for you. Okay, yeah. All right, here we go. So it's like this. So these repeats here to 12, 12, 13 stitches repeat right here. There's another repeat, another repeat. That's where there's some lace. Obviously the whole thing is lace. Then at this 12, nope, that's another repeat. These 12 rows right here, it's just the cable and a knot, her knot stitch. Then on the other side is another 12 rows, so that's the cable and the knot. And then this is, I don't know if it's the front or the back, but this is, it's not 12 rows, maybe it's 22 rows, something like that. Repeat. It's just so fun, and it's very soothing. It's in the round, it's bottom up, so sometimes that can be a challenge. And then again, I tried to check my gauge because I did my gauge swatch using a 3, which is what the pattern calls for. And I love the pattern, but it was really tight. I did not have gauge. My stitches were too small. So I went up to a 5, thinking that I would be fine. I think there's 10 inches. There's a lot of ease in it, which I don't necessarily want that much ease. So I was trying to check my gauge again, and it's really hard to do it with the pattern, with the stitch pattern in there, but it's super fun. So I'm just looking at this and it just makes me happy. Yeah, Cadence is also a Caitlin Hunter, your copper corgi. She's got some fun ones out. Yeah, so Stroli, this is what I've got. Again, it's if I'm using fingering, I'm using copper corgi, which is 100% merino wool. She, I think, suggested using something with a linen in it, or just to make it lighter weight for summer, you know. But I think the wool will be fine for me for here, this area too. And again, I kind of made it in a fall color, so I think I'll be fine. But I just like to mention that to you all. All right, so the last one I have to show you, yeah, this is it, is my sister's scarf that I'm making for her for a late birthday gift. It's Lata Lace Scarf, Lataa. Again, these are all on our website, and I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's a 10 row repeat on the wrong side. It's just purling, so you don't have to think. It's good tennis watching situation here. I'm using Knitwise, her fingering silk, squish silk. I think it's what she calls it. I think we still have some of her in the goat colorway if you're interested in using that, but any fingering would work. The silk is just nice, nice hand to it. So you could use Fino. We have some Fino with silk in it. What else do we have over there? Yeah, we have some other things that would work just fine. You don't even need to do a gauge swatch for the scarf. I think I should weigh it, and I may be hopeful thinking, but I think I'm halfway, maybe. No, I'm probably not. I'm guessing like this would be like this, and you still got to come around. But it's fine. It, like, you can work on it for 30 minutes, and you get a repeat done, and you really feel like you're making some progress. So anyway, I think that's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate you all watching live, and for those that will watch later, I appreciate it. Let us know if we can help you. If you need us to send you any color combinations, let us know. You can text us or call us, but do check out our website, fuzzygoatyarns.com. All right, have a good week. Take care.